A big bienvenue to our fans around the world from Montreal, Quebec. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
And folks, let me assure you that tonight's show is a lot better than JR's French. Sheesh.
Well, there's no question of that, King. These Montreal fans are ready to get started, and so am I. So what are we waiting for?
Mr. McMahon is one of the greatest human beings it has ever been my privilege to know. What an incredible, inspirational figure he is.
You know, I hope the WWE...
Stunner! Stunner! Nobody does it better!
Actually, I can think of one who might, but that's a devastating maneuver to be certain.
There's the reversal. I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King.
He's climbing the turnbuckle. What's he up to?
I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR? What a counter!
He countered that and made it look easy. Torrie Wilson, of course, has appeared on the cover of Playboy magazine not once, but twice. I'm sure you've picked up your issues.
Absolutely. But I just read them for the articles. And let me tell you, Torrie's got some beautiful articles in there.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk. This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on SmackDown.
Not on SmackDown or anywhere else. There's nothing else out there that can come close to the excitement of seeing the Raw superstars perform live. I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR. Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injury.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment.
He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now. Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him.
Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here.
Mr. McMahon has had his share of critics over the years, but as far as I'm concerned, they're all just a bunch of jealous losers.
Well, I reckon there's a lot to be jealous of. He's the billionaire chairman of the most powerful sports entertainment company in history.
And how many billionaires do you see getting into the ring and putting their bodies on the line like this?
Well, that'd be a short list, that's for sure. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind that the superstars of the WWE are the greatest athletes in the world.
Boy, I'll tell you, that Torrie Wilson is one hot mamacita.
Well, I'm glad to see those Spanish lessons are really paying off for you there, Kingfish. Wait a dadgum second. What's this?
Come on, everyone knows that move, and that stunner might be all she wrote. I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that. He's not going to get caught with that.
Uh-oh. Come on. You got to stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now. These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't. And that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks. Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want. Mr. McMahon's obviously not the most technically gifted superstar we've ever seen. But the old Irishman is tough.
Yeah, like the ability to fire anyone who crosses him. Oh, Torrie Wilson looks as lovely as ever, as if that's a surprise.
Looking at bodacious Torrie Wilson reminds me of something an old buddy of mine used to say. She's got legs all the way up to her.
All right. Simmer down there, partner.
Are you blushing? Look at you. You're blushing. I don't think he's climbing up there for the view. This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated.
Wow! Stealing your opponent's finishing move definitely sends a message. He's going up, but what's he going to do when he gets there? Wow! Listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all of the time. There's no room for error when you're on the top rope.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths are going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knock. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a kick. Up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that
all's fair in love and war, JR. And I love it when this guy goes to war.
Whoever said that cheaters never prosper? He's going up. This could backfire. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard it.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine getting beaten with your own finisher, JR? Ugh. Mr. McMahon is an American icon. His face should be on the dollar bill. Or maybe $1 billion bill.
Knowing the chairman, I'm sure he wouldn't object to having 1 billion self-portraits. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
He can't do that, JR. That's his opponent's finishing move. Oh boy, This looks like an all-or-nothing move.
Here's your winner, Mr. McMahon.